my estimation. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Bryant could go right at you, and he's such a big guy, he's going to draw some fouls.
Now, here is George. Back to Wall. Over LeBron. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
It's Powell on the wing. It's stolen by Davis. The shot's good from LeBron.
Assisted by.
And it's 6 points to LeBron.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Stolen by Westbrook. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Marcus Morris Sr.
And here is Bryant. Nice move. And no good. Great D that time from Leonard. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy. But Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury. So you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Hits the front of the rim and out. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Davis has got his second basket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Lakers. They need this. That shot is off. Lakers leading by 16. To the middle. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Kennard on the wing. Morris outside. Over Bryant. And the shot is long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside. I know it's just two, but man, that's a nice two. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Kennard for three. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Walker goes in. The kick out to Bryant. Now here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Los Angeles foul.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Marcus Morris Sr. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Westbrook scanning the floor. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter.
The Lakers.
From the field, they have been outstanding.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Lakers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Lakers leading by 21. Here's James. Pass to Toscano. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Kirby. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David. And we thank you for your report.
First team foul.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Pass to Wall. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Toscano. He's still scoreless so far in this one. LeBron with it. George picks him up. Jones trying to get open.
Patrick Beverly.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Beverly plays with such great confidence, and it's clear he believes in his ability to score off the pass.
Here's George. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. Here's Leonard. Here's James. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Patrick Beverly.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Toscano. The tray. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Substitution for your Clippers. Marcus Morris Sr. Reggie.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Christie can't make it. Here's Jackson. No good on that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to Toscano.
2 minutes remaining.
James in the post.
first half.
Here's Toscano. Yes, that goes in.
Toscano.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Down low. It's stolen by Jones. For 3. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, Morris in position. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And the Lakers making a change here. And it's Beverly missing.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
Here's Leonard. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Christie. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And Jones sends it back. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. And again, no good by the Clippers. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Toscano. The kick out to Brown. No one near him. Morris with the rebound. It's stolen by Brown. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Morris. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So as we conclude the first half,
your Clippers 9, the Lakers 4.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Christie. Brown.
Troy Brown Jr.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Lakers. And here's George for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on. Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Brown wide open. He fires.
Troy Brown
drills it from outside.
3 points.
Brown's got 5 now.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Robert Covington.
Wall with the steal. Now Zubac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Covington. Here's Powell. And they're running. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The second effort. And it's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And here is Powell. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Christie. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
John Wall.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Substitution
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Man can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Kendrick Nunn.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Nunn can't get it to fall. Right side Jackson. Pass to Man. Poked loose. Stolen by Nunn. Here's Davis. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
There's the 3. Man can't hit. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Wenyen Gabriel.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Los Angeles foul. Wenyen
And the Clippers making a change here.
personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Clippers. Kawhi Leonard.
Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got his 2nd basket of the game.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Wenyen Gabriel.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Offensive rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Stolen by Jackson. Man can't hit. Over to the left wing. Here's Reeves. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break.
16. The Lakers. 63.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jackson with it. Outside Batum. And Davis sends it back. From the wing. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Morris. Here's Coffey. Morris outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Here's Reeves. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Reeves has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Lakers. Pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. Gabriel with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Reggie Jackson.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
First team foul.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
And the second free throw, good. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
they have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
To the paint, and he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
That's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
On offense, LeBron James has definitely found the groove, and you love the energy.
Austin Reeves. First personal foul. First team foul.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the quick three. Now here's Nunn. James right side. Connects from three-point range. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
We all know LeBron has this weapon in his arsenal. Shooting from range, still a big part of his offensive game.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to stop LeBron James when he's coming at you and coming that strong. Just brushes off the contact.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall.
John Wall.
That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For your Clippers. Ivica.
Here's LeBron.
Terrence Mann.
Pass to Gabriel. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound.
Foul.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
Robert Covington picks one up.
Third team foul.
So hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable.
LeBron.
It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Mann. Out left to the wing. Pass to Zubac. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Here's LeBron.
LeBron James.
And James throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Personal foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Free throw good, James.
LeBron James coming into the league as a phenom has done some phenomenal things. Season after season, remaining a top talent in the league and continues to astound.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron with the bucket.
LeBron James.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Wenyen Gabriel. Second personal foul.
And the first one counts.
At the line for LA, B.J. Boston.
He's perfect from the line this time. James left side. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Once LeBron James gets in that deep, 2 points, easy.
From deep, off target. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David...